I'm just start the topics and then y'all get hyped.
Yeah.
Islam, if I disagree with you, do not get tight.
I'll never get tight.
No, you be getting tight sometimes.
Nah, you be just getting loud. There's a difference.
No. Just trust me. Just don't get tight.
Give it up.
So if you be like Havertz, I'll be like, nah, it's Ziyech, he's terrible. Then you don't get tight.
Don't be like, yeah.
Name me 5 players in the Leicester team. That's Omar's go-to thing. All right, go ahead.
I caught you off guard. That's how you still remember it. Name me 5 players in the Leicester team, though. Yo.
Energy at a high. For the Fanatics.
Yo, what's shaking, boys?
What's good, man?
Shippy, speak to me, my boy. How you feeling?
I had to come out that Chelsea thing because today
bug out.
It, man.
Yeah,
Bug out.
right.
We got D ships.
Leicester. What up?
Terrible. As you show your American fans, flops. Yo, we got Sultan.
Yes,
He's
sir.
back this episode. I know y'all missed him last week.
No, it's something.
Oh, hold up. Shout out my guy. It's your birthday. Enjoy.
Yeah, my boy. Happy
lit
birthday
tonight.
Happy birthday to you.
Sugma.
Hey.
So,
What that mean, Shippy?
we got your man Kiko in the building with the new haircut. Confetti.
Show him the
confetti.
fade.
Yeah, show them the fade.
Fade.
Yo, he pulled out the all sing.
over there. Okay.
That's crazy.
Hey, Gaita.
We got like 2 lady followers. Please follow him. Now you know the deal. What's up though? How y'all feeling?
Chilling, bro.
I mean,
y'all here.
yeah, I'm feeling good, bro. Listen,
I'm not.
You're not feeling good? I'll tell you why I'm feeling good.
It's a tough week being a United fan.
Never that.
Small week. Ain't no big week.
Small week for you.
Small week.
I'll tell you why it's not tough being a United fan.
Right.
A couple weeks back, beginning of Champions League, did anybody here generally think United had a chance again at that group stage?
No, I really knew they
Hell
was
to
gonna
the
go.
no.
So
I thought they was going to
general
Europa, and we did go to
Yeah,
Europa.
no, but general consensus was United had absolutely no chance against 2 semifinalist teams, and maybe they'll scrap some points against Istanbul. So the fact that Ole came in, I'm gonna play the narrative here, of he still doesn't deserve to be on the hot seat or whatever, but he came in, gave us 2 dubs against them. We had multiple chances. He gave us hope. It was his tactical brilliance against both of these teams that got us these points. Okay, so Ole out, it's a tough decision, bro. It really is, because out of all the managers that we've had, I think Ole's the best manager that we've had post Sir Alex Ferguson. I said what I said, bro.
All right.
Hold up.
Wait.
So you're really gonna just count out Jose Mourinho?
I'm absolutely 100%.
So what is your
counting
reasoning
out.
behind?
Why do you feel that?
All right, so when we look at players, right? You look at play and you're like, yo, he scored 100 goals. Then you look at this guy and you're like, oh, we don't want to talk about stats. What's your next instinct? What do we call it? The eye test. Everybody wants to bring the eye test into the game. You feel me? So the eye test of watching United under Jose Mourinho and then watching United versus Ole. Not only are we much more goal threat attacking and we have systems sometimes when we play, but we're not boring. We're not toxic, and the only issue is we have a couple just VTEX plays. What are we gonna do, bro?
We suck.
We really don't. We're not the greatest team.
And let's be honest.
We gotta understand where we stand. We're not the greatest team. We're not the worst either. You feel me? So compared to how we used to be, this is the most attacking side I've seen of United. Even though sometimes gets the tactics completely wrong.
I mean, it's true. I mean, Van Gaal, Mourinho.
So you're agreeing with his point.
No, I think Mourinho's better.
I think, yeah.
Because you can't deny he's won trophies.
He won us
And
3
then
trophies.
second
He won us EFL, Europa League, and what else?
Community Shield.
Speaking of Europa League.
The thing,
Which we lost to in the semifinal last season.
But mind you, 3 semifinals in his first year, so that is a big statement. You know what I mean?
for
It's
United,
only
that
progress. What
that
do you
don't mean
mean
nothing.
United? Hold
That's
on,
United.
Yeah, if you hold United as a first place team, then that makes sense.
Yeah, but
are we
you
a
gotta.
first place team? No.
They didn't give. My thing is right, and why I'm gonna stick to Jose Wade. They didn't give Jose the freedom that they're giving Ole.
Bailly,
You know what I'm saying?
Lindelof. How many players did he purchase?
No.
Fred.
Proceed.
How many more?
Proceed.
Martial. He didn't come under.
No, he
who
came
else?
under Van Gaal.
Who else?
He got Pogba,
Okay,
Lukaku.
who else?
You tell me.
Alexis. How many plays? I mean, just Pogba and Lukaku, they total more than 150 million just right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he went and got those world-class players that were performing. We all seen Lukaku at Everton, right? We all seen Pogba at Juve. They came to United, and it wasn't the same type of players that were literally on that field. Let's be honest. Lindelof, his first season, and every United fan could agree, was absolutely garbage. Was absolutely basura. Basura means garbage, bro. He was trash. You know what I'm saying? Fred's first season couldn't even adapt to that. So he comes in, January transfer, get me Toby. Get me someone else. If y'all want to win, I need to bet. Because I can't, and we all know Jose's type of style. I need to win now. Yeah. I'm not going to sit and wait till these players pick up in gear. That's why I feel like Ole slacks on. Ole waits and gives the player too much confidence. You get what I'm saying? And what I mean in confidence is, let's be honest, midweek against the Leipzig. First of all, how that third goal happen?
Yeah.
And Maguire wearing a captain band, which I'm a rip him later. You're wearing a captain band, Rand. You don't even communicate with De Gea, and De Gea don't communicate with you. Right. And we're talking about a game that we need to be in the next round. That would have never happened under Jose. And a lot of people be calling up Jose with the mind games. Let's be honest. The players that he's nitpicked, technically Pogba and Martial, what have both done for us?
Nothing.
So technically Jose had a point. The only reason why the mind games had worked at Tottenham is because the players actually want to do something with it. And the players now are actually using that mind game to perform on the pitch. He got the best out of Ndombele with the mind games. Like, yo, you're not fit and you're not starting. The only person that's not fit in his mind games is Dele Alli.
So
out of the whole squad. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but this is the narrative now. Are you saying that it was United's fault and not Jose? Is that what you're trying to come at?
100%.
So
they're not backing
this is
him.
why I'm going to have to disagree, though, because
but,
he got backed.
No, but he didn't get the players that he wanted.
I mean,
he got the players that the club wanted. That's a big difference.
There's a difference. No, but hold up. He got majority of his players, right? And after a certain threshold that you pass, it's like, how many more players are you going to want? You know? And at a point, it's like, all right, I understand. But every single transfers that he brought in at that time, how did they look? They look trash. And everybody was like, all right, like,
bro,
what are these?
First of all, you cannot say that.
No, I can say that because that was on everybody's mind. I'm saying what's on everybody's mind.
When that team was informed, because let's be honest, you was in love with Bailly. You was in love with Bailly when he first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when the players that he had bought were informed, United were tied with City on goals and points. The team that ran with the league that year with 30 points. We were tied with them. That's what happened. We lost Pogba through injury. You lost Bailly. Then the team started to crumble. Then his reinforcement was Alexis. And off the bat, it was Alexis' energy that threw everything off. Because he came in and he was like, yo, the next day I wanted to rip my contract and go back to Arsenal.
But that's as crazy. A manager, right, you're faced with different issues every single day. So this is an issue that you faced up. I mean, look at Liverpool. We're talking about Liverpool right now. Mm-hmm. They don't have two of their best players right now. What's it called? Van Dijk is out. And then, what's his name?
Henderson's been out. Allison's been out.
So, I mean, players are dropping from the left and right, but look how they're performing. You get me? As a top manager, you expect a certain pedigree from them. So to say that our managers, his thing ruined his what's it called? The injuries ruined Jose's season. Okay, you can go with that. But he had a certain narrative to run for United, and he absolutely lost the plot, and that was his problem. And that's why I can't give him. He was the best manager at United because you come in second, and everybody knows that year that second really means nothing because there was such a big gap in between both teams that you're like, all right, it doesn't even really matter. Right. You get me? Then you bring in Ibrahimovic, who carries us to a cup, right? And then after that, like, nothing happens. It was just toxic after toxic after toxic.
Chippy,
him coming after Rashford, him coming after Martial, like him coming after Pogba. So whether he was right to come after them or not,
Rashford performed under him though when he came at him.
He still came at him though.
See, you have to. Though.
And there's toxicity like around the club everywhere.
I agree with Jose. There was definitely toxicity where it got to the point where something needed to change. Remember, we seen the clips of Pogba and him having like that little like exchange But the thing with Ole is he does not compare to Jose because with Jose, as much as we just said about toxicity, I don't know what I get from Ole. I don't know what kind of system they play, what kind of tactics he has. Like I don't even know who your main 11 is. Now Pogba's in sometimes, now he's out. Bruno's probably the only consistent. Maybe him and Rashford are the only really consistent players for him. Where
the whole back four.
Are they really?
Nah, you can't say
that. But if Bailly's fit, I think Bailly's in there. And the thing, it's just I don't know what I'm gonna get from y'all from a week to week basis. Yeah. With Mourinho, I know as much as we might not want to see it, It's gonna be defensive. It's gonna be a grind. It's not gonna be pretty. But I know I'm gonna get that. I know what 11 I'm gonna see every weekend.
100%.
Ole, I don't like. It's like bro, just go out there, have fun, and hopefully you guys do well, and the spirit of United, bro. What is that? That's just vibe. That's not enough.
So here's my thing. So we can go back 16, 17, 17, 18, talk about all that. But if we're talking about Ole, it's the game today, right? It's a derby.
Big game.
You get, in my opinion, you get embarrassed midweek from where you guys were.
100%.
So that's what I'm saying. So with this derby,
okay,
we're talking about Ole.
Just in terms of that game, I'm gonna let you finish. That 3-2, I don't want to hear about. Oh, it was a comeback. First of all, the penalty wasn't a penalty. It was shoulder to shoulder, and then the second goal, Pogba headed it down and came off his hand and went in. There was no comeback. You didn't create anything.
That's a comeback.
Whereas it's two goals
and they
like,
had to score one more goal.
What
I was gonna say was this. So he has the stinker against Leipzig midweek. It's arguably your biggest game of the season, right?
Okay.
And then they come out. United comes out today, one of the biggest games of the season, and I think they actually performed well, because for City for years have been known for thrashing teams. United was organized. Defensively, they were good. And let's say, hypothetically, you guys went through to the next round. This 0-0 would have looked way better. But it's because of the stinker midweek. And it's because of just you thought they were going to come out better and be like, yo, let's get this season back on track. Right. It kind of just fell flat. So I guess my question is to you guys is, how do you look at the derby? And what are your takes from the derby?
I mean, to me,
were you hoping to come into the derby? Were you hoping they were going to,
especially after midweek,
or were you like, yo, let's just come out with a point, don't lose?
Let me tell you how I break this down. Right, you lost midweek. That midweek game we could all agree was terrible. He went with a 3-5-3, a 3-5-2. So your point was to play defensive, and you leaked 2 goals. Angelino ate up Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but you could put Sterling in your pocket today. That's what just confuses me, right? And then on top of that, the defensively we look terrible, but today we could hold down City. It comes down to me that I feel like Pep is the one not bringing what Pep used to bring to the table.
He got to come into the light.
All know, like, Pep used to bring that 3-4 goals. Like, we playing City, shit, I'm scared. Yeah. We would all be scared facing City. But now to Ole, he sounded that he was like delighted with the draw. To me, you just lost Champions League, right? Let's remember when Sir Alex Ferguson got knocked out by Basel, and then went to the Europa League, got knocked out by Bilbao. What happened? He still ended up winning the league. And obviously you got to defend Alex Ferguson because that's a great. Yeah. So he's consistent with it. But to me, you need to come back and prove like, boys, we lost the Champions League, but I'm taking this league home this year.
Because this is a chance to win it.
Because Chelsea just dropped points.
Liverpool's injuries.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know midweek, and then Liverpool with the injuries they face in Tottenham. Yeah. If Tottenham catches the win, they're going to start running with stuff because Chelsea just lost points. Obviously, one of them is going to run with it.
Both Manchester lose points.
Yeah, this is the time for the team to take full advantage of what's going on. And I feel like he didn't take full advantage of the nervous City. Both teams, to be honest, were playing very nervous.
That lineup, both lineup. Well,
both
City's
lineup 4-2-3-1, right?
They
4-2-3-1.
They both just show too much respect to KDB and Bruno because they both were playing with 2 defensive midfielders.
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
So hold Bruno, hold KDB. Kill the creativity of the game.
That ain't it.
But it showed you like,
that ain't the Premier League.
Where's the leadership? Where's the let me get up there and win? Where's your bench options?
Bruno's that crazy that Guardiola come out with 2 defensive midfielders. Let's
be honest,
he's that good. Is he Messi or something?
What is it?
He's not Messi, but he's the best.
What is that? Your City,
the best center attacking mid in the Premier League right now,
bro. He is
because look at City today. Whether Pep Guardiola wanted to come out and play for the point or whatever one he wanted to do. I mean, for me, like just Kevin De Bruyne has been doing it for so many years, so you got to put respect on his name, and I'm 100% putting respect on his name. But just lately, he's not in form, and that's why obviously I put Bruno on top of him. Whether I'm being biased or not,
I would.
Let me throw something at you too. If we're looking at it through City's perspective, was the 4-2-3-1, especially that pivot, is it more because Rodri alone gets exposed? Because for me, Fernandinho's 36?
He's better than Rodri. I would still have Fernandinho on the side over Rodri. I was still on one side. What does he really do? Like,
but that tells me why can't.
What's the issue with the game? 0-0. I mean, when Tottenham and Chelsea won 0-0, what happened?
It was a totally different game. Because it was one team that it looked like Well, this is the thing with Spurs. We all came into it expecting it.
Mourinho was gonna sit.
That's the thing. Like, no, this whole week I'm like,
and what happened? They both sat back.
No.
The game wasn't
trying to go for the
Chelsea. We were the team. Like,
it wasn't a boring game.
It wasn't boring.
Because we seen what Mourinho did against Arsenal off the counterattack. We seen
That
what
was
Mourinho
boring.
did against us with the 6-1 off the counterattack.
Expecting it.
You expect typical Mourinho. All he needs is just that blitz to kill the game, right?
Get a goal or 2 goals, and
He did that against West Ham when he was up 3-0. Quick blitz, pop. Even though unlucky for him, they came back. But to me, with today, obviously United need work, man. I don't care what anybody tells me. That team just needs that extra Bruno. You need that. That's where, at one point last season after Project Restart, you seen that from Rashford, you seen that from Martial, and you seen that from Greenwood. It was them 3 and Bruno and Pogba. So that's 5 players out of 11 that's on the pitch that are gonna give you that. Like, we want to play for the win.
You know what's funny, and to your point too.
My bad to interrupt you again, but because I mentioned not just talking about that with United, but with City, I don't think Rodri's the problem at City, and he's being picked up heavy. Like Rodri. I feel like
We know who that is. Who's saying that?
but I think it's more of like Jesus. I think Jesus should be put under the light because today, perfect thing. He had 1 ball. One opportunity, which I personally think was one of the most dangerous opportunities, him and I think it was McTominay who had that off the corner.
Yeah, the corner.
With Jesus, if that was Aguero, that ball was buried.
That's
100% fact.
That's the difference for them. You think that's gonna
I
be?
think
100%.
when
They
Aguero,
definitely need a new striker.
when
That's for
Aguero's
sure.
on
For sure
the
they need a new
field,
striker.
we seen him over the weekend, over Champions League when he was on the field. When Aguero's on the field, it creates a lot of free. Because imagine you're Ole. I got a man mark Aguero. But then now you got Sterling roaming free. Now you got Riyad roaming free. And then you got the big goat in the middle, KDB dishing.
Yeah, because dudes ain't worried about Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus is just, you're not, he's not the
same
threat.
It's not the same
Because
threat.
we seen him against Tottenham.
Yeah.
They dominated possession that game, but Jesus ain't Bury.
Right.
Sterling ain't Bury. Because why? Let's just lock up Sterling. Because that's what's going to be fed. You know what I'm saying? And we seen a moment of craziness when when Sterling sent Wan-Bissaka shopping today.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, bro. I feel like where Pep should have done this transfer season, dubbed the whole defensive problems, because defensively they don't really look that terrible, because they're obviously dominating attacking wise. They just lose off the counter attack. You dominate possession. You gotta get that once. You gotta get that Aguero. Aguero's hurt. You need someone to replace him.
You know what's crazy? When you think of Pep's team, his best defense was probably City's when he had company. Barca's defense was never really that in terms of defensively, never really that great. Bayern, he had, I think, maybe Lam, because I don't really rate Boateng, and who was partnering him? I don't even Alaba.
No,
defensive,
Dante.
Are you really rating them like that over like company? So, like you said, forget this whole defense thing, bro. Get a striker. I think they did a new winger because Ferran Torres, he's a good player, but he's not like Mahrez in his prime or even Sterling a couple years ago.
He's a great
Bro,
player,
it's way
but
too early to even say that.
But he's not, bro. He ain't gonna win you the title. He's coming off the bench for that, mind you.
And you know what's funny too?
It's just the worst play to compare for our wingers right now.
We're talking about
But they bought. That's what they got though.
You know
they
what's
need
funny?
Someone better.
Shit, we're talking about reinforcements for City, but the point I was gonna make was
Reinforcements for United.
no for City, because my thing with United is it's clear. It's you even mentioned it. As much as we get on Ole's back, is the team really that good?
No.
Can you win a league with Fred and McTominay running the midfield?
Nah.
I don't think so. The reason I'm putting it on City is because I always remembered Pep Guardiola being that manager where it was like he lived or died by the 4-2-3 possession style football, right? To your point, United are dead, finished, embarrassed from Leipzig in midweek. I don't understand why Guardiola doesn't come into the derby saying
Like I'm smoking them.
like I'm smoking them. And mind you, the way I want to compare them is I respect Ole's kind of role in the game, but Pep and Ole in terms of managers
They don't compare.
is like a 7th grade math teacher and Socrates. It's like they're not even in the same
And
planet.
somehow,
you get me?
Bro,
somehow the 7th grader has more wins against
Come on.
Socrates. I'm just saying.
No, but my point is that I just would have thought Guardiola would have came out and said like, I
Kick 'em all
respect you
down.
as a
Kick
player,
'em all
but
down.
I'm kick them all down.
Kick them all the way down.
Because you even mentioned it, the league is alive. Weirdly
That's
enough,
what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
are alive
Like
in the league.
to me, I wasn't.
But it's not
Listen,
the greatest
we
City
lost
side either.
We
though.
lost the Champions League. Shit happens. Bro, go grab the league by its neck. This is the time for people to grab points. It's not to drop points.
Right.
So that's my only thing, my recap on that. Obviously, January 1st, we're going to see who's going to be bought in, who's bought out. I really still believe the team needs a lot of work.
The team has been needed work.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
It's just, I mean, I want to get into another stinker this weekend. To me, that stood out. Obviously, Chelsea, Everton.
Stinker.
Bro,
It's a stinker for Chelsea.
Stinker.
Because
It was a stinker.
you
It's
guys
bad,
were
it's
running
bad.
on a
That
high. You guys are super hyped with that ugly Champions League group y'all had. So, you know what
Europa
I'm
League winners, the one that's beat y'all.
saying? Okay.
Smacked them 4-0 with the B squad.
and they were
Smacked
still
them
what,
with
title
the
points?
B squad.
And
But listen, it was a stinker today. You're right. I'll
it
give you
was
that.
an absolute
It was
freaking stinker because I can't even pronounce that team that made it to the Europa League. Kranzendo.
I think it was in my ice cream or something like that. I don't know.
It's super slow for them. So that's a stinker. To me, why is it a stinker? And I'm going to say what I said. And y'all know when I say what I said, I really think the most valuable player on that Chelsea squad is Hakeem Ziyech. I said what I said.
You
Listen,
think so?
today
proved it.
You're the Chelsea fan.
I mean,
you think
listen,
so?
today proved it because it was weird, bro. Because you know when y'all watch games and it's like you watch the first 10 minutes, you're like, oh, this is how the game gonna go. They're gonna like make it stop starties where they commit a lot of fouls. Just make it just annoying, like the whole Alan thing with Charleston like falling on the ground. So it's like, all right, it's that kind of game. No content, no rhythm. Ziyech, this was a game tailor made for Ziyech because I think on the wings they played. First of all, Havertz, bro. I know you had COVID and all that, but I hope they have the receipt for the 72 mil we spent. And Werner on the other side, it looks like he's low on confidence. And Ziyech, it was just tailor made, like one.
Who was Everton's left back? It wasn't
Tune it,
Digby.
please tune it
They-
back
they
to a
don't
couple
even-
episodes back. This man talking about
Who?
both y'all actually talking about yo.
Listen,
Who?
I have-
no, you gotta call it when you
Hear me
see
out,
it.
hear me
That's
out.
how it was when it was
Hear
then.
me out, hear me out.
Now the dude's missing like 3 sitters and he doesn't look confident.
Hear me out. I have nothing against Werner, so I don't know why you coming at me like I said Werner's trash. He was not the problem today in that Everton game.
He wasn't a problem.
He wasn't a
just
problem.
doesn't-
No, the problem was defensively.
They look fine defensively.
Nah, Silva kind of looked lost, bro.
Look,
DCL had him on the ropes.
Did DC really do anything like crazy like that?
Threatening wise. What did y'all?
Bro, all it was, it looked like they were just trying to out jump each other. Him and Zuma, who can jump higher? That's really what all DCL
and we knew
did
who
today.
could jump higher today. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Mendy pushing him. Yeah, I'll listen. First
But
and
listen,
second, I'm letting him rock.
shout
I'm
out to
letting him
Mendy.
rock.
Shout out.
I'm letting him rock.
You can't let.
And he still makes some good saves after that. I'll let him
can't
rock.
come
I'll
at
let him
Mendy
rock.
because at the end of the day, Chelsea was just not there.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea was just
Just
not there.
off.
Y'all needed
But
that.
But
Y'all
this
needed
is why
that.
I said Hakeem
Hype.
because
Hype.
I'm just saying y'all needed it.
my reason is why I'm saying Hakeem because a lot of people are going to sit and point Christian Pulisic, right? Oh, Pulisic is the factor. I really think Hakeem brings the best out your front three. Well, he does play on the right wing, but he does bring the out your front two. Giroud would have probably got a goal today. Werner would have probably sat in deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, Werner is your number 9. So for him now to adapt to that left wing position is very difficult. And in the Prem, and in a game that's big, you're under a lot of pressure.
You know what the issue honestly stems from is if you're a number 9, where do you get your confidence and your experience from? It's only one thing. It's one
goals.
simple thing.
Scoring goals.
Goals and playing games, you know.
In your right position?
No, but listen. That's what I'm saying is you guys are currently swapping that number 9 role with Giroud, Tammy, and Werner. Like, how is somebody going to get that run of form?
I'll tell you what I really
You know
think.
what I'm talking about? It never comes in, right?
I'll tell you what I think Lampard be thinking.
He's bugging. That's what he's thinking.
No, this is Lampard was thinking. Let's be honest. Giroud's on a high.
Exactly. You can't take him out the team.
You can't take him out
He
the
has
team
to
for your
play.
high.
But
He has to play.
does he get out the team next week?
Nah,
Let's be honest. Like Cavani scored 2 goals off the bench. He was already starting the game right after. You know what I'm saying? To me, Pulisic being hurt. Who's gonna fill that void of the left wing? Tammy can't play left wing. He doesn't have that much confidence in Hudson-Odoi. Werner is able to adapt in that left wing and also cause threat.
Hudson-Odoi.
But but he's not. He came off the bench. What the hell did he do today?
That's the thing. He's like, I want him to step up.
He's the most overrated
Because-
Chelsea player after Lampard.
Billy Gilmore.
Billy Gilmore's
Yo,
overrated?
Yo,
you're
wildin'.
bugging.
There you wildin'.
Listen,
Y'all
man.
wildin'.
I said what I said.
Yo,
They
wildin'.
talking about I'm gonna go to Rangers, bro.
That would be a great move.
I think Conor Gallagher better than Billy Gilmore.
Conor Gallagher.
He's a bowler.
He kinda
He's a
gets
bowler.
He got a case.
And he's getting Premier League experience.
Patrick Bamford, remember the Tammy Abraham. I got it. You got a case, but we'll talk about this later.
Crazy.
Anyways, that's why Werner's on the left. But as soon as Pulisic gets healthy again, you're gonna see him shifting that number 9 role.
You think?
I think so.
You think even let's say even
You got a
Drew's still
37.
banging
You got
goals.
who?
Drew. Let's say
Yeah.
he's still getting goals and Pulisic is healthy. I think Pulisic doesn't get in the team.
No, you're bugging.
I don't think so.
He's got to be because on form.
If you can't play players on form, because Werner is still Werner. He's still Germany's number 9. He's still that big money signing.
You just said when we talked about when. So you think?
I think Ziyech is the only one guaranteed.
All right.
No,
I feel
like
an hour ago he wasn't on that mindset because I heard Pulisic an hour ago.
Well, no, but the thing is you gotta look at because Pulisic his hamstrings are like balloons, like you said a couple weeks ago.
He also wearing the Leicester jersey.
You can't, bro. This shit clean.
Yeah, clean, right?
Yorkshire clean. But the thing is with Pulisic, I'm American and I'm looking. I'm like, bro, we can't trust you. Not in terms of his ability or what he wants to do. He's just not. He's never fit.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, in form, you got him on the left. You got Werner as your number 9. You got Hakim as your number as your.
That's
right
how it
wing.
should be. That's how it should be.
That's a lethal Chelsea, and that's when Chelsea was winning. Let's be honest, Chelsea was winning with Hakim on the field.
Yeah, Hakim. No, he's the most different.
You know what your issue is too.
Magician.
Your issue is your man's went and spent $250 million. And he didn't replace the proper positions in a sense because
no, he did.
No, not big.
Which position? No, let me talk. Which position?
You just let go of Willian at your right wing.
And look what he's doing at Arsenal. Thank God.
Okay, but hold up.
Stay over there.
He left. Arsenal's a cesspool.
Yeah, well, I'll take Hakim over Willian.
Oh, any
but
day.
is he really playing at right wing?
Who?
He runs that center.
He plays right wing, but he cuts
pivots,
inside.
He pivots more into that Bruno position because you always see him cut into the middle, playing into that position.
But he starts as your right wing.
Yeah,
so
but
I'll
that's why
take him over Willian.
Okay, but that's still not the point because he's not. He's gonna play better when you play him in your center attacking mid and you get your right wing. He's only playing a makeshift right wing because you don't got somebody to place him there.
And
then your left wing, your man's your Captain America that you stay Jack and you stay Love. I like Pulisic. He's a great player and I think he can make it really far. But
super player.
Man's is just
he just can't
fit. He's made out of glass.
Yeah,
but let me throw this at you too because the thing with Ziyech is you got to understand. He played. You're 100% right. He's a makeshift right wing who cuts on his left and is better centrally. But it works because you have the bull in the back, Reece James.
Best right
because when Ziyech cuts in, that gives him the whole right side.
And he's actually doing it right with getting balls in.
I think he was.
I think he might be the best. Might be the best right back in the league.
But that's up for debate. But I'm saying he's
is it after Wan-Bissaka's game today? Is it?
No, is it?
No. And Trent's out.
You thought I was comparing him to Wan-Bissaka. You a clown if you thought.
I mean, who else? Trent.
To me, the only top 3 looking. I'm still a big believer in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but I think he's gonna need his time.
Fraud watch.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
He's on fraud.
But my
Angelino.
He's balling at Leipzig.
I'm really feeling Lamptey, and I'm really feeling Reece, and I'm really. Of course, you can't. Trent is.
But it's on form. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, right
if
now on
everyone's
form.
healthy.
He's right now on form. He's just.
Of course,
complete.
but
that's.
I just say, you know what? Like I'm saying, like $250 million. I think he went for the positions that he was missing. He got a number 9. He got a right wing. He got a keeper, center back. You know what I'm saying?
They were off today. I'm gonna let them run.
But it's bad though because you're thinking. I'm not saying this loss will cost Chelsea the league, but bro, it was like what we said with United. You want to build on momentum. You won the group midweek. This game would have been big.
Get 3 points, top of the league. We'll see what happens with Spurs playing Palace, Liverpool playing Fulham. If they drop points, but now
Liverpool versus Fulham. Liverpool drop points.
Hey,
anything is possible in the
Prem. I'm telling you, roll off this cheek, do some favors.
Like Islam mentioned the point. Go ahead.
My fault. Just say your point right after. But what really bothers me is that you bought the number 9, right? And you're pushing him to the wing. Granted, he can play that position in the sense that Drew could fill in. But have you ever in your life seen Aguero, when a winger gets hurt, get pushed out to the wing and then put in Gabriel in the middle? No, they changed the formation and played around him. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
So
the different strikers, though.
Different strikers, but you're gonna get the most out of him in his proper position. And why I brought up the point with them switching constantly players is because it wasn't just 3, 4, 5 games ago. It's been happening since Tammy from last season. Tammy, Giroud, then Werner comes in, and then Werner. Now Tammy, Giroud, Werner, Tammy, Giroud. Like, you can't get a string of games. You're never going to get the confidence. And then you throw one on the wing, and now he has to get adapted to the wing. And you're throwing him back in center.
Nah, you're making a valid point. But this is where I go into Lampard's head. Because when we see all these comments coming out with Giroud, I need to play. Deschamps coming out. If he don't play, he's not going to the Euros. And the thing is, let's say, all right, you put Timo through his natural position, put him through the middle. He's doing well. But you have Giroud and Tammy sitting on the bench. Tammy, not really. But Giroud especially, because we saw what he did post-lockdown last season. Him and Pulisic are the reason we're in Champions League. if he's not playing and he goes in January, something happens to Timo, we don't have a striker. So it's like you just have to, at this point, give Giroud games, make him feel like he's a part of the team, and still stick Timo on the left.
But to his point, sorry to interrupt, but to his point, I rate Lampard a lot, and no one could deny he's the legend of the game. At what point does Timo go into the locker room and say, "Listen,
put me through the middle"?
I'm Germany's number 9. At what point does Timo say, "You put some respect on my name"? Because you bring him to score goals, and at left wing, to Islam's point, listen. How many left wingers? I'm not saying it's not possible. How many left wingers really have an amazing goal tally? Only the special ones. I'm not saying Timo's not there, but
he's not a left winger.
But he's not naturally a left winger, right? So that's my point. With all due respect to Lampard, no one could criticize him. Hudson-Odoi can't tell Lampard anything. But if I'm Timo, I'm Germany's number 9 too. You gotta put some respect on my name.
Yeah, but Germany looked terrible. Anyway,
yo, no, but Giroud.
Speaking about Germany,
the World Cup winner.
There's one kid on that team.
This is what I was gonna ask you. Speaking of the 250 million,
bring the light right here.
250
right
million,
here.
Honestly,
72 out that
the
250.
biggest flop right now.
Havertz
in the Premier League. 100% Havertz, yeah.
Kai Havertz.
He's in that Pepe talk.
Not yet. Not yet. But as
Pepe's has fallen down to like
Pepe's shit.
You just deserve to be in League One. Shit. You know, like his confidence is absolutely butchered, and like he just needs to go to another club.
And the only reason, and before we go into our debate about Kai Havertz, the reason I want to shut down that whole Pepe thing quick is Kai Havertz. You had at least kind of a universal majority amount of people saying this kid is a talent. Whether he reaches his potential or not is up for debate, but he's a talent. I really need to find out who the hell thought Pepe was worth that money. He had what? 1 good year in League One?
So did Havertz.
2.
Bro, Havertz is what, 20, and you think he's like top 3 in Leverkusen's all-time scorers? Pepe is what? For Lille, what is he for what?
Yo, put respect on my man Pepe.
No, because the sporting director at Lille should be arrested for money heist. Yo, you paid that much for a guy that I don't think is good at all. You brought up Gervinho. I don't even think he's in Gervinho's class.
Nah, he just dribbles too much. Come on.
Bro, oh my God. I feel bad for Arsenal.
You ever seen that Mr. Krabs meme? Like,
yeah.
That look like Havertz every time he's getting the ball.
I feel bad for Arsenal.
Low-key, he's like just...
I feel bad for Arsenal.
In the headlight, bro. He just don't know what to do.
I already had COVID, and I heard it was pretty bad. Like, he had it on the severe end.
Yeah.
But when it comes to playing, like, it's not even like... It's like just making careless passes. I'm like, bro, that ain't nothing to do with COVID. Nothing to do with you being sick. That's just like you looking confused and doesn't feel like...
I know he flopped, but boys, you got to understand CAM was his role. And he's not playing as a CAM.
But it's not even playing, bro. I'm just talking about making a simple pass. Like,
I get you.
Just simple. But
like,
I mean,
even getting a decent rating. Like,
but you're right, because no matter what, you got to adapt to whatever the position the coach wants you to play, and you got to bring to the table. Right now, you're down 1-0. What are you going to have to offer? And that's obviously what we see with United. Tottenham. Who's your biggest flop for Tottenham?
Damn, flop?
Biggest flop for Tottenham.
Overrated. I'm talking about overrated.
Gareth Bale.
So we're talking about overrated now.
Gareth Bale.
No.
What has he done for them? Bergwijn is starting that right now.
No, but you want to know why? Because the reason I don't put Bale in that class is I don't
talk about his Champions League.
No, not at all. I was actually going to say the reason I don't think he's overrated was because he didn't come in to be any type of savior.
What's the expectation?
He was coming in for depth. I think when Bale came in, I think Mourinho had on the board. Bergwijn is over him. Lucas Moura is over him. Kane, Son.
But you see the amount of money they're paying for him to go sit on the bench?
Bro, it's depth.
Yo, honestly.
What do you mean it's depth?
Honestly, 2 players in that Tottenham team that really stick out to me that are going to be the issue for them, right? One of them is actually performing right now. So
and he's an issue?
Yeah, he's going to be an issue.
Oh, he's going
to say something like Kane.
No. There we go. That's
Ndombele?
And number two, Lloris.
Overrated?
I'm not saying he's overrated. But these are going to be, because if you look at the team and generally look at it, and maybe you could throw Reguilón in there because he's new and stuff. But listen. I'm not talking about flop. I'm not talking about flop because it's going to be hard to pick a flop out of the fucking number one team in the Premier League. This is I'm telling you 3 issues.
That's overrated.
Not even overrated. The 3 people who are going to be your weakest points in a sense because.
Ndombele?
I'll tell you why. Ndombele, I mean, this guy.
Ndombele after 60 minutes is overrated.
Yeah, this guy is like.
Ndombele after 60 minutes.
He's a smoker, 3-pack smoker, bro. Because, bro, he got Sundays on his blocks after 45 minutes. What do you want? The guy gets subbed off after every game. Like, it's not good. It's not good.
This has always been his issue.
And you know, like, if you're playing 45 minutes, I get it. All right, play 45 minutes. But you better be a 10 out of 10 for the 45 minutes. Right. He has questionable games. You get me? Yeah. And the reason why Tottenham look good is just because the system that Jose is drilled into them right now. So, your 3 main issues in that whole squad, I believe, is going to come from them.
But the thing is, when we mention Kai Havertz being overrated,
he's a flop.
The thing is, when you look
Overrated
at Spurs,
flop,
there's
trash,
no
everything.
one, in my opinion, that's in the same kind of category because
That's why you got
the team is flying.
That's why you got to point it out as an issue eventually, because who is going to be your weakest point, or who's going to drop like mentality first?
Yeah.
It is impossible for them to just physically keep that mentality of the Jose mentality.
I think
throughout
the
whole
one
season.
player, I mean, for sure is overrated is Dele Alli because he can't even get in the squad.
You can't even talk about
No,
it.
no,
'cause,
no.
yeah,
I
he's
think
like,
we could because I think Mourinho.
No, but Dele Alli
let
been
me-
in the coffin.
Hold on, let me ask you this though.
Couple
he
years.
died
Let me
last
ask you this.
season.
Jose Mourinho is one of the all-time great managers, correct? He's the only one. Well, mind you, Dele only had Pochettino before him, but Mourinho comes in after practice like, yo, he really ain't shit.
Nah, stop.
He really ain't good.
Mourinho on the documentary said, "Yo, this kid's amazing. He's just lazy."
But that should matter. That should matter. If your work ethic
Imagine
as a
Sir
pro
Alex
ain't
Ferguson.
shit.
Sir
So
Alex-
Ravel Morrison, a talent.
Ravel Morrison is better than Dele Alli, if you ask me.
So,
Better player than
but
Dele
what is
Alli.
he?
You
He's
can't
shit.
compare because
But
Ravel
different
Morrison,
position- different position.
Ravel Morrison ain't perform on that level.
Yeah.
But Dele Alli did.
perform.
Imagine when Jose at his time
Uh-huh.
at United, Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the greatest. He's like, "Yo, you want to win the league? Yeah, go get Dele Alli."
And they haven't won the league
Out of
since.
every-
They haven't won the league.
No, because now as a player, your dip in form is depending on you. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Is it Mourinho trying to bring the best out of Dele?
He doesn't need Dele right
No,
now. Bro, you
Listen,
mentioned
in-
Ndombele.
in-
He's better. Dele Alli is better than Lo Celso.
in form.
Bro, Lo Celso's a better player.
A
Lo Celso's a
regular
better
Dele
player.
Alli,
The thing
like,
with Dele-
Dele Alli that one season. What was that one season where he had just like,
Yeah, like
bombers?
15 goals. But you got
Dele
he's
Alli
not a
can definitely
midfielder
be-
though. I think people expect him to be this like number 10 can be play. He ain't that. He's just like get it wide, get in the box and score
Dispersive,
goals. He's
yeah.
not a technical.
He's
not nice
your
like that.
uppermost like center attack and mid where he just wants to distribute and run in and,
And
get
gang-
to the
and-
goal.
But
He's
yeah,
a
that's what
boxer.
I'm saying.
Because
But
that's what I'm saying. If I'm taking informed CAM, I'm taking Dele over Lo Celso, and I'm taking Dele over Ndombele. The Ndombele had a great season against in League One. Don't get me wrong,
He'll
but bro,
step
it's
back.
League One.
Dele Alli will step past
Memphis
pad more.
Memphis
He step
couldn't touch
pads.
it. I'm not. Let me put respect on League One. I'm not gonna say it's a formula, but it's not the physicality and the ability that you have to perform every week in the Prem. And obviously, we see that with his fitness problems.
can I ask you a question?
What's
Does
up?
Dele Alli start in any of the top 6 teams?
Yes.
He starts for United. No. He starts for Man
Yes,
City.
he
No.
does. Yes, he does.
You take Bruno out for Dele Alli.
No,
You
but
can't compare that.
You comparing.
But that's
our
what I'm
best-
saying. But
you're
in
comparing
form,
our
Dele
best-
Alli-
So Ferguson says sign Dele Alli, and you can't compare him to Bruno.
No, but if you bring the best out of Dele Alli, you could definitely be. He has a case.
You're not comparing Dele Alli to
Yo,
Bruno, but I'm putting
Jack
Dele Alli-
Grealish or Dele Alli,
Oh, don't even.
and one plays
Right
at
now.
Villa, the other one okay.
One's right now. One when Dele Alli was killing in the Prem was in championship. Cuz
Killing in the Prem. Omar, how old were we?
that was like what 3 years ago.
Exactly. It's almost how old?
Okay.
I'm gonna holler at you.
No. But how Jack Grealish? How old was
Oh
he?
my God.
Come on, bro. How old was he? And what was he doing? I'm gonna holler at
If
you.
I'm Spurs,
Like-
if I'm Spurs,
No, he's
and,
right, though. I wouldn't take
and
him
if
any
Villa
top
gave me,
16.
if
Maybe United.
and if Villa's chairman came up to me, smacked, and was like, "Yo, Grealish for Dele Alli straight swap," who the hell saying
Yeah,
no?
but you're going. I'm not.
I live in the present. You live in the past.
No, I'm saying.
I'm done with Dele
you
Alli.
got-
I
you
think he's
gotta-
super
You
overrated.
got to bring the best out of your.
He
talent.
come over Kai Havertz.
Who, Dele Alli?
Am I wrong?
Yeah, I really feel like I like Dele Alli. And to me,
What happened? I wonder what happened.
But that's what I'm saying. What?
I guess he's just the Mourinho mind games. You're lazy.
Yo, honestly,
Because he's in talks supposedly with PSG. What if he goes to PSG?
What's he
and
going
brings-
to do at PSG? Who's going to
Beat Troy 5-1.
yo, but
He's back
honestly
on
though,
the
honestly though, all right, after
Oh, but
them-
now he
So
roasted.
wait, yo, we got Chelsea, we got Tottenham, right? We got Chelsea, Tottenham.
Who we got now?
All right, so
do
honestly,
the other
for
London
City,
club. Do the other London club. Arsenal.
I mean, Arsenal, the whole club.
Nicolas
now,
Pepe.
they-
15 place. I'd rather late Leicester.
Yeah. No,
Leicester?
honestly though, all right. So who's your biggest flop for United?
Biggest off
Or
United.
most overrated?
Got a few.
Most
Maguire,
overrated.
You got a few of them. You got a few of them.
I'll tell you something.
Maguire, Martial.
Right now, I think you bugging with the Maguire statement.
He's
bro.
not
I
a
think-
captain. He's not a captain.
I think you
All
bugging
love
with
to the
that
dude
Maguire
has
statement.
good games, but he's not your captain.
I still think you're bugging. To say he's overrated?
Overrated.
I think.
You know
I
what's
think-
funny? I don't think he's overrated. I just
80
think
mil?
the fees
He's worth
killing
80
him.
mil?
No, but the
No.
fees killing him.
Yeah, but he's not the one who's like, yo, I'm worth 80 mil. You know
Because
what I'm
if
talking about?
let's say Maguire went for 25, is anyone complaining about it?
Maguire's fee looks good compared to Kai Havertz. You feel me? So I'm-
Nah, two
It's like
different,
Kai.
two different things.
one can't pass the ball in the midfield.
One's been
The
there for
other
2
saving
years
us
now.
every
One's been
game.
there for.
Hold up, one saving beating us every game. The game that we had to win was because of them in the back. What are you talking about?
So hold
The
on,
game
hold on.
against the Europa League games.
So out of 11
the
players,
3 semifinals.
out of 11 players,
Bro, him and De Gea
nitpick.
can't even talk about that third goal,
So
bro.
De Gea,
That 6-1 game, where was Maguire?
Dookie sauce. We're playing with 10 players.
Luke Shaw.
So out of all 10 players, you're picking out Maguire for that 6-1 loss.
Dookie sauce, yes. Dookie
So
sauce.
when they
captain.
win, so when they
Mind you,
win,
he's the captain.
but so when they win, it's not Maguire's. Word. I see the
When they win, it
narrative
shout out Bruno. We all know this.
Word.
That game
So-
against West Ham, we was down 1-0. Who
Yeah,
came and saved
Bruno.
us? Shout out Bruno and Rashford.
I think Wan-Bissaka's over.
Yeah, so we honestly, any other center back, we would have been down 3-0 today because they had 3 chances where, what's his name, Maguire clears it off the line. No, but you know what?
Clears it off the line. Now
It's
you
not
dragging it.
Oh,
We're
yo,
doing-
in the box off the, it's the same shit.
You're
bro,
right.
like 5 meters.
United's got a bunch.
they got a bunch.
But
The
if
whole
I-
starting 11.
But if we're picking one, you're right. It has to be Martial because when Charlie on the last episode said, the whole thing about how he performed in the Liverpool game, I think it was his debut. Bro, that was ages ago, and
We're still.
I don't know what he is.
You gotta get me. You gotta like y'all roasting Dele Alli hard. Y'all roasting Kai Havertz hard. Martial came in to get you goals.
Yeah.
Does he even have
He gets
100?
me goals against Watford. Bro, I need goals game in, game out. You can't, and this is why I feel for Pogba sometimes. And that's why I'm not gonna put Pogba in my overhyped situation.
Nah, you can't.
Because Pogba is they got no one else but to snipe on Pogba. Rashford be having terrible games, bro. But everybody let Rashford rock because what he do outside the pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he do for the kids, what he do for this. So everybody gonna let Rashford rock because he's a great human soul, right? He's amazing for the community.
How
he gives
often
back.
does he have terrible games?
A lot.
So
He misses a lot of chances.
So
He be
Rashford,
butchering.
So just say like what you want to say. Say he's overrated.
No, I'm not saying he's overrated, but I'm saying
I think
he don't.
You think
You think
Marcus
Rashford's
is not-
overrated?
No, you said Martial.
No, I said Rashford.
Rashford. No.
I'm
He's
not
a star,
saying
he's a star.
Rashford. I'm saying who gets the biggest scrutiny is poor Pogba, bro.
Because Pogba puts himself in that position.
How?
What do you mean how? Omar, you're my brother. You're my manager. And you go out and say, yo, Islam hates Footy Fanatics. I stay quiet. Everybody in the room's looking at
That's
me.
what
And
he
I'm
made.
just like,
He
I'm just like
made a
this.
statement on the gram.
What
What's
statement?
it? Yeah, exactly.
And
it's
I
trash.
post a picture
The
of you and
future-
Footy. That means nothing.
The,
but he
the
said,
future
yo,
is the future. Like
No,
that's
no,
even
no, no. He
that's
said,
doing even more.
If you don't know what you're talking about, some shit like that, don't be talking about it. If it's not for me, don't listen. Like, yo, simple. Talk to
Bro,
the
but
hand.
it's Raiola.
That's your agent.
That's your
That
agent.
is you.
He got a son.
Publicly
He probably
comes.
had this conversation with him on the side as a professional. What, he gonna call him out on the thing? Nah, Raul, fuck up on the gram. What do you want him to do, bro?
Yeah,
You
do
gotta-
that.
as a
Exactly.
professional,
Do that.
You gotta show something.
Listen,
you feel
he
me?
handled it right. Came in against Leipzig. Let's be honest, he should have been started the second half. Today, he did his. He's not, bro. I'm telling you, he get too much scrutiny. Other players like Martial should be put on the Bunsen.
Yeah.
So Martial, I agree.
Martial.
Martial.
Martial, and honestly,
Does he
And
even
I
get
hate
on the
his
French
attitude.
team?
I hate his
tough.
attitude.
Who, Martial?
It's tough.
He just get me
Bissaka,
tight.
low
Just
key
me.
too. Low key, Bissaka. Bissaka's defense is
But
amazing.
the
top
reason
tier.
He's a
but
slide
here's,
tackling
but
is
here's the
amazing.
thing
So
though.
what it is? It's the system. I feel like Bissaka gets overrated because
No, I can't say he's over.
No. But the reason why I'm
He
saying
used to
I'm
be.
saying he might
No,
be
he's
crazy.
not over.
No,
He's not. He's good.
listen. Is this because you could only play in a certain system? Because we've seen the system that they try to play against Leipzig, where you tuck in next to the center backs. He gets exposed outside to the wing, because he can't really get out to the wing and cut down on the player. That's the only part where you really like. Where Bissaka to me stood out the most, like, yo, bro, like, pick it up a little bit. But other than that, Bissaka, he's not overrated. But
He's not overrated, but for him, it's like everyone rates his slide tackle. I'm like, bro, there's more to defending just 1v1.
No,
Like,
give it up.
bro,
He's
there's
better than
like,
recent defending. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
listen,
100%.
He's a better slide tackler.
No,
than
he's a better.
Reece.
He's a better
not a
defender.
Yo, stop the recent.
Yeah, because
recent
you know
Aaron
who's really
Wan-Bissaka.
better. That's why.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Liverpool.
But yeah, but to
Liverpool?
end the Martial thing, it's because I don't even think he should be in the French team.
Who?
So Martial. So that's
Yeah,
why I think
but they
he's
got
so-
nobody else.
It's his
They-
attitude,
I think he's
bro.
so
Lacazette.
overrated.
Lack of threat.
Lacazette.
All right,
No,
so
no.
yo, Liverpool. Did we
No,
say
Pepe
Liverpool?
Ivory Coast. My fault about that.
You know what's funny about Liverpool?
It's tough. They don't even have flops.
Because when Van Dijk went
Not
down,
flop.
they're rolling.
Who overrated it though? Who's overrated?
I mean,
Ooh, Jota's killing it.
Look at it this way: Allison living up to expectations.
Super.
Van der Vaart,
Robertson.
Nah,
you're bugging out. I
nah,
was just about to
You don't
say.
think Robertson?
he was
okay, overrated?
underrated. He was
He's
underrated.
You got it
coming
for
up.
four.
Hold on.
He
You
went
got it for
underrated.
$4 million.
Honest with
Hold
you?
on, but he went
Are
underrated.
you really trying to speak for you? Or you're just trying to troll?
I'm just throwing. I'm throwing like.
He's
some-
the
I need
best left
somebody
back
to
in the
bite
league.
right
He's
now.
the best left back in the world.
Yeah.
You think
According to
so?
ESPN put that out. Too.
Alex Sellers. Alex
Alex. You should say Alex Tellez for United.
Nah, he's
He's
actually
not-
good.
nah,
He's actually
he's
good.
not
Hey,
overrated.
listen.
He's actually good.
Nah, he's
Ask
such
Jared Bowen that.
defensive. He's
Ask
such
Jared
defensive.
Bowen that.
He looked better than Chilwell.
He looked better. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he
okay.
do.
You know what's funny for Liverpool?
Sucks.
Low-key, Chilwell, I think, has been our best
You
signing.
know what's funny?
Over the sign, but
Yeah, you said
Hakeem.
that about Werner a couple games ago. Anyways.
Hold on.
It changed.
So I'm going to say
More
something
games
a
got
bit
played.
controversial regarding Liverpool. I know he's important to them.
I think Joe Gomez could be a little bit overhyped.
Joe Gomez. I was gonna. I don't rate Henderson. I don't think he's that good of a player. But I know he's their captain.
It just shows
Yeah,
when
but
he's been missing, they've been
so
they drop
games
points.
He been there from the Bronze Age, cuz. So
Yeah,
he has a
Roy
case.
Hudson signed him.
Hudson.
Yeah, like you got
City, most overrated player.
Jesus.
No.
On City?
No, I think Jesus. I think honestly, I'm not gonna say he's overrated. Cause I don't even rate him.
He gonna say Sterling. Sterling the GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't even
KDB
rate
wrote-
Jesus.
Rodri. He gave
Mendy.
He sucks.
Edison.
He's another one that sucks.
Yo, yeah.
Edison.
Y'all just-
Yo,
Edison.
hold up.
Y'all just
Hold up.
Edison.
If you put Zach Steffen in there, I don't think you would see a big difference between the goalkeeping position.
Edison today almost
American
gave us
biased.
3 goals.
You put Zach Steffen in there, do you see a big difference?
Henderson
I don't
doesn't
see
even
a big-
start for Brazil.
Honest-
But that's because
But
of
it's
Allison.
Allison.
Nah, he's a good
Sus.
player.
Edison
I
be
think Mendy.
suspect. Y'all was
Jesus.
he was considered #1 goalkeeper a couple seasons ago. Edison is sus.
Gabriel Jesus.
You know,
Edison
so the guy I
sucks.
had for City was but I feel like he's turning it around. Is John Stones?
Oh, you bugging? He bowled on us today,
Yeah,
bro.
John Stones.
Couple
is
jump on
picking
his
up.
shoulders. He was sending plays left
got
and
sat
right.
out. Laporte was
Yeah.
tight. You seen him in the stands because he actually looked like he's healthy.
But
Is he still injured?
It seems like Ruben Diaz is the guy.
He's fine.
So it's
He's
like
great, he's
whoever. I think Pep is kind of just like who partners him best.
Now, honestly, the most overrated player in City, and he's not a player, it's Pep Guardiola.
Oh.
I said it once, and I'll say it again. And y'all looked at me. He's the greatest manager in the world. He's overrated. He's overrated.
Nah, I mean, listen.
He definitely lost something though.
It's so. But that's the thing with
You
City.
don't want to be there. I feel like you don't want to be there.
But that's the thing
Yeah,
with City.
that actually might be it.
It's so hard to say anyone's overrated because, to be fair, from their squad of 25, it's in theory it should be. It's deep. They're all pretty practically internationals. So to call any of them overrated, I don't know. Maybe the one guy is probably Jesus to me.
I don't even rate him.
But yeah, only because when I think of Gabriel Jesus, he's so orthodox. Like
He's a poacher. He's
yeah,
a
like
Chicharito.
I don't know. I feel like as a defender, he doesn't scare you, but you do know, like, okay, I'm in it for a shift. It's just Mars is class, Aguero's world class, Sterling is world class,
just don't think he
KDB's
deserves-
arguably the
Superstar.
best.
Gabriel should not. I mean, he's good as a backup, nothing more.
Gundogan maybe
Nah, you're bugging.
He's
overrated.
not-
We're talking overrated. Not
no,
that he's
come
trash.
on, you wild
Overrated.
out. You wild
Nah,
out.
you wild out. That's like saying Fernandinho. Stop.
But
It's
ending
Jesus.
it off last team. I mean, we just throw him in there. Instead of Arsenal, we'll actually compare Leicester.
Oh,
Who do you-
Leicester?
Yeah, who do you think is the most overrated?
Overrated
player
at Leicester?
Yeah.
Harvey.
Oh,
He's
Harvey
getting there.
Barnes?
He's getting there. I'm watching him.
What?
Harvey Barnes is getting
Oh,
there.
this is guy
He's getting there.
Chatterbox.
He be missing a lot of chances
Bugging
too.
out,
He be
bro.
missing a lot of chances.
Well, I
too.
got a name. I mean, I know he's young, but Fofana.
Nah, he's nice.
What?
No,
He actually
but
look good,
The
bro.
reason
He
you
look
were,
better.
you were,
He look better
you
than
were.
that guy that Arsenal signed.
The Saliba.
Well, no, but the only reason why I say Fofana was everything is going nice until you get smacked in the face, right? And then it's the Liverpool game that's just like he was garbage. But I know the front three he's facing. I know the guy's young. But again, I'm saying we're not saying who sucks. We're saying who's overrated. And I just think that
Harvey
game.
Barnes been there for how many years now? Has he? How many?
I think
he
Harvey-
been there for
no,
how
Harvey
many
Barnes is
years?
class.
Maybe
No,
Damari
he's
Gray.
class. Has he ever-
Amari Gray, I guess.
He ain't done. He ain't done nothing.
Yo, but listen,
He
listen,
ain't
listen,
done
listen.
But he was a
No,
lot
no,
of money spent on.
But
He ain't
I
done-
don't. No.
Harvey
I
Barnes
get
been there
what
for
he's trying to
3-4
say.
years
I
now.
get what he's trying to
What's
say.
he done?
I get what he's trying
What
to
has
say.
he done? Has he ever scored more than
Bro.
5 goals in a season?
Bro,
No.
he's a baller. What are you talking
No,
about?
no.
He's-
I
what
get
do
what
you
he's trying to
mean?
say for
Is
real.
he in the top 10 wingers in the Premier League?
No.
He's been there for what 3-4 almost
Bro,
4
he's like
years.
freaking 10 years old. What are you talking about?
He's like 22.
He's a baller. Harvey Barnes, bro, is a baller.
He's,
Come on,
he's
overrated.
a prospect.
Everyone-
And
when he
that's
was
his
coming-
issue. That's his issue.
He ain't a prospect
That's
no
his
more.
issue.
This ain't. This is not
So,
West
so
Brom.
who's your top 10 wingers?
This is not West Brom.
Who's
He's
your top
not-
10 wingers?
He's
He
not
ain't
gonna-
in it. He ain't in it.
Who's your
He
top
ain't
10
in it.
wingers?
He ain't in it.
You're bugging out if he's not in the
I could
top
go.
10.
I could go through
He,
two.
he
from-
probably makes 10.
Bro, there's 2 from City. That's 2 right there.
No, I'm talking wingers on your left wing. He plays left wing. We all talking
we
left
mean
wing.
left
We're not
wing.
gonna go right and
We
left.
mean left wing.
No, hear me out. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking
We doing left wing now.
about. Nah, you-
Left wing.
That's his position.
Bro.
A left. What? We gonna compare every
Nah,
winger?
yo,
So wingers can't
I
swap
think
sides
you-
now? Wingers can't play both
I get where
sides?
he's trying to
Hear
come
me
at.
out.
I
We
get where
gonna
he's trying to
compare
come
every winger now.
Wingers can't play both
Obviously, he's
sides.
not making
Yo,
the top 10.
Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes is like he's in
Sixth
that
is
category.
Dangana.
No, I'll tell you the issue with Harvey Barnes. He's in the category where or Jack
He
Grealish
just scored for them over.
Listen. For real, I think he's in that category where like
he starts
Jack,
for a reason. He not overhyped.
don't listen, bro. You know what? Never.
Say what you
Fanatics out,
say,
man.
man.
Nah,
Say what you said, man.
In all honesty, he falls in that category with Jack Grealish, in which Grealish in his first, like, everybody's known Grealish since he's been on the scene.
Yeah.
For the first 3 or 4 years of Grealish, it's like, when is this kid gonna blow up? And it was always like, when is this kid gonna blow up? What is he gonna do? Where is he at? Inconsistency, altitude issues, so many things with Jack Grealish where people at one point just ruled him out. You know what I'm talking about? So the thing with Harvey Barnes, it's like, you've been on the scene for 2 years now, and what have you done? Have you provided? Have you shown improvement?
You don't even get an England squad.
I wouldn't say he's overrated because I know he's got the potential.
Rashford, bro? What are you
I'm talking about squad. He don't even get in the squad. He doesn't even get picked for the squad. Forget
I
11. He don't even get picked.
Before you even say,
Last time you see him in the squad.
to be overrated,
most overrated on that Leicester team is turn around.
Oh, no, you
around.
bugging.
Turn
You're
around. Turn
bugging.
around.
Jesse, he's
Turn
bugging.
around.
Production,
Turn
don't do that,
Turn
production.
around.
Production, no, I'm
Turn-
going to show y'all.
Turn around.
He's bugging for this.
Turn around. Turn
talking
around.
about Matters?
Most overhyped.
Yo,
Most overhyped. All last
Matters?
season, biggest talk.
Matters?
Did you hear anything about Madison?
Matters?
Cause shit, I forgot he played for Leicester.
Yo.
Cause I hear more about Harvey Barnes than I hear about Madison.
nah.
That's me though.
so now this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to play devil's advocate here.
He's a
because,
good player. So is Harvey Barnes, but isn't he the most overhyped? Because last season, this guy was worth $100 million.
Yeah.
Is he worth $100 million this
that's a
season?
better-
Yeah,
that's a-
he was
nah.
hurt. He was hurt, though.
But that's a better argument because to say Harvey Barnes is overrated is to say that we've already rated him in a sense that he's
I
a
rated
class
him
swinger.
before
You know what
Madison.
I'm
But
talking
when
about?
he was coming up from West Brom, I heard like, oh, he's the
No,
next
but it's
thing
still-
for-
Bro, he was so
That's why
nice
I'm
at
playing
West Brom that they
devil's
called him
advocate
back.
here.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, we need you.
Now
and
it's like-
and he went right into the starting squad.
I get where Shippy was trying to come at, but he just picked the wrong player. I ain't gonna hold
Nah,
you.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
In a sense.
Nah, because
It has to be
The
Madison.
biggest
It has
hype
to be
that has to be
It
Madison.
has to be Madison.
Because last
100%.
season that was the
Because
most
I just sat here and forgot Madison played for Leicester.
Thank you.
I'm not even
Thank
gonna
you.
hold
'Cause
Yo,
he was hurt.
y'all can
'Cause
shout
he was
me out
hurt.
later
'Cause
to
he
the
was hurt.
gram. Y'all know who be speaking facts on the cat. This man's a fraud. Rocking a Madison.
When was the
jersey.
last time Barnes got in the England squad? Just answer me that, and then we can.
When was the last time Madison
Then
got
we
on the
gonna end
squad?
The last time he was fit.
And what he do?
He was fit.
Tie the shoelaces for Mason Mount. Yo, Mason Mount, get on the field.
Matters?
Mason
Matters
Mount
is
starts
also
over him.
Yo,
19
so,
years old.
actually,
does,
yo,
he
yo,
does.
for the
Thank
Fanatics,
you.
yo,
He does.
viewers, what you think? Who you think is more important for the Leicester team? James Madison or Harvey
Oh,
Barnes?
he-
End it off with that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Please comment.
Footy Fanatics-
Who
Footy
is more
Fanatics
important
out,
to
man.
Leicester, James Madison or Harvey Barnes?
Like
What
I
kind of name
said,
is Harvey
I
Barnes,
said
by the
what
way?
I said. This season, as a CAM, I'm hearing more Mason Mount, Jack Grealish, Bruno.
Conor Gallagher.
He was injured for a majority of the time, though. So
But last season, it was always Matters.
I'm gonna let the fans
Okay,
talk.
cool.
Let the fans talk.
Last season, all I heard
y'all
was
talk.
Matters versus Grealish.
And
Who you
Mount.
taking, Grealish or Madison? Where's Madison this season? Where's
Yeah, but has
Madison?
Harvey
hold up.
Barnes ever entered that
Yo,
status
but
where
you can't. That's what I'm saying. Madison put him, but Harvey Barnes was never the talk of England.
But that's what I'm saying.
No,
is
hear me
you
out,
can't
because-
compare these two players.
No, but this dude came in with a bad argument. He picked up a poor academy kid who
Yeah.
just came from
He
West
did.
Brom.
I was playing a devil's advocate, but you did pick a bad
he
player.
came in, and mind you, he jumped
Waffle,
right in that left wing
waffle.
position. Right?
Waffling.
He jumped right in the left wing position.
the more
this
great
man,
actually
Madison-
might be the most overrated Leicester player I've ever seen in my
Bro,
life.
Madison, he was worth $100 million last season, cuz.
He's probably worth even more than that now.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's probably worth even
Nah, you
Footy
bugging.
Fanatics
Yo, Footy
TV.
Fanatics. Yeah, we
Footy
are.
Fanatics FC, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We
man, bugged out. We'll
outside,
cut that out.
Southside, we outside. Thank you for tuning in. Madison trash. I'm going to holler at y'all.
Oh, he
Say that.
bugging out too. I'm out, man.